Hey, it's time for another light phone video. I'm going to just be talking about my experience over the last couple of weeks and why am I switching back again to the light phone. So I switched back to my BlackBerry for a couple of weeks, but I'm going to be switching back to my light phone again. So I got the light phone about 2.5 months ago, end of November, and I started using it religiously for about 30 days and it was great. It was a good experience. You can go watch my videos. I was less distracted. I was not, using a lot of media and searching up stuff because the light phone is pretty light. You can only do phone calls, text, and alarm. And after a couple weeks, it was kind of a little harder to do my job just because I need to send a lot of texts. I need to schedule people. I need to, just maybe have a couple of groups here and there, WhatsApp or Messenger. And just waiting until I got to one of my other devices was getting a little bit annoying. So I decided to switch from the light phone. I decided to switch to my BlackBerry. This one has dual SIM, so I was able to get my two SIM cards, get it here, start typing away, good experience. But over the last couple of weeks, I've noticed that my usage has spiked up again. I got, kind of back into old habits, just checking a lot of things. And I was like, you know what? Let me start using the light phone again. So I started using the light phone again, and it's been actually better. So since I updated last time, there have been a couple of releases. I think we are on version 62 now of the software, and the battery life improved. So that's a huge plus. Battery life is a little bit better now than it used to be. So the phone keeps getting better. There are no new tools as of February. And they were supposed to get the calculator, but they haven't gotten it. It's okay. We're still waiting and seeing what happens. But so far, so good. Now, a couple of things I like to say is that the light phone is not perfect. One of my main things with this, and the reason why I switched to my BlackBerry, it was text messages because I had to schedule a lot of things. I had to get a lot of directions. I had to, go from here and there. It was really, really hard, and it's still really, really hard to type on these things. Typing on this thing is annoying. It requires a lot of patience. It requires a lot of, just being there, making sure that there are no mistakes. And, if you check one of my other videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. But of course, my BlackBerry, you type better, and if you have a screen or whatever, like a touch screen only, you're going to type faster and better than on the light phone. So calls are great on this phone, but the texting experience is not that amazing. Another thing that I've noticed since I last used the light phone, I'm using it again, is the tools are still not there. So we're still waiting for directions, we're still waiting for lift, we're still waiting for music. So it is a little bit complicated. I still have to bring out another dedicated device to just play my songs or play my music or play my podcasts, and whatnot. It's a little bit annoying to have two devices instead of just one, but I think the benefits from the light phone are worth it. So something I noticed coming back into the smartphone arena is just how much time we waste on these things. I'm using this phone 6, 7 hours sometimes, just because I'm typing, I'm texting, I'm scheduling, sure, but I'm also looking things and watching videos, Netflix, YouTube, all of that kind of stuff. And I just want to get rid of that. I just want to get rid of that by, going back to a light phone. So I've been on the light phone for about, now combined with everything, about 45 days, going into 60. So 15 more days or so, to get it to 2 more weeks to get into 60 days. So as a long-term review, I really liked it in the beginning. It was really a new experience. I was fiddling around with it. Battery life was okay. But I was hoping that battery life improved. Battery life has improved, so I'm really excited about that. But the texting experience is still cumbersome. I'm trying to find a way to make a tool, or maybe through Verizon or something like that, or T-Mobile, whatever it is, that allows you to text on your computer. So like Android or iOS, you can link your messages to your computer and you can use your device in multiple settings. So that's always a plus, and that's something that I'm actually looking for because I want to text and type on another device, maybe a computer, maybe another phone, or whatever it is, and use this phone just for the bare necessities, carrying every day without having to pay the number share, without having to pay extra, right? Because I could just connect this phone and this phone to the same line and get my phone calls here. But that's not what I'm hoping. What I'm hoping is to use this dedicated device and have other solutions for the other things I need. Maps, yes, is important to me, but it's not a deal breaker, so I can live without that. Um, Especially since the tools, go check it out, the Command Light for Light phone, a very good tool that I can get directions here. So should you get this phone? It's been 45 days of usage for me. I stopped using it for 2 weeks just because of, using my BlackBerry. I guess it's been a little bit more than 2 weeks. Maybe it's been 21 days. So because pretty much all of January, and then I returned to it back in January. But again, should you get this? I think it's still a plus if you want to get rid of your smartphone addiction. If you want to kind of like just take a break, or maybe you want to use it as a weekend device, like, on the weekend, you just pop your SIM card here. I think that's a good thing. I think you should get it, and it keeps getting better. So we're just hoping now, hopefully by the end of March, or like by the end of February, beginning of March, we can get the tools. That would be a great plus. If not, well, it is what it is, but we'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. So a couple things, like I said, battery life has gotten better. The texting experience is still cumbersome, and I'm still finding solutions around it. You can use number share, right? Have a device, have another device, and just link it that way. I don't know if that will be a good solution for you, but the phone does the job to keep you away from other devices, keep you away from the web, just keep you focused on what you're currently doing. Yes, it does. It's worth it, and I still recommend it until today. Hopefully the tools kind of trickle in by the end of the month, and I'll keep you updated on that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.